Hello. So one of the things that I notice about many people's portfolios is that their homepage is blank. So you have all of these sections of your portfolio in your table of contents that you are required to put things in, but there's nothing required on your home screen. So when somebody you share the link with goes to your page, this is the first thing they see, which is kind of sad. So what would I suggest? So in my portfolio, in the back office part where I'm editing, I'm going to go into my home screen and I'm going to add some content. I'm going to add a text box. And if I was a student in the School of Ed at UW-Stout, I would probably use this as a way to introduce myself, maybe a paragraph about my personal education philosophy, my educational experience. It doesn't have to be super in-depth. I have 3 paragraphs here, but just something to introduce yourself. So when somebody lands on your homepage for your portfolio, they get a sense of who you are right away. So now on my home page for my portfolio, I have a little introduction, okay, that somebody could read through before they start diving into all of the artifacts and information that I have on these pages. But what if I want to add a photo, maybe a photo of me teaching in a classroom? One, you could use the file upload, which I have in another video. But what if I want it to be like on the right side of this text? Like I want the text around the picture. This is where it's going to be like multi-step and kind of wonky, but this is how you would do that if you wanted to insert a picture and have the text go around it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and add a file. So that picture is now below my text, which isn't what I want. Now this is where it's going to sound wonky. What you're going to do is you're going to click the gear and you're going to delete it. All right, so I uploaded the file and then I deleted the file. Now I'm going to click the gear for my text box and go in and edit. So that will bring me back to that text box editor. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cursor right at the beginning of my text block where I want my image to be, and then I'm going to click library image. And this is basically like a drive within your portfolio where you can store stuff. And I have some images in here. So I'm going to grab the image I want and click done. And now my image is in there, but it is huge. So what I can do is I can click on it, I can grab the corner and drag it and make it smaller. Now when I click on that image and click the insert edit image button, I can change the description, I can change the proportions, I can add a border. So I have my image in my text block, it's on the left side, but the text isn't going around it like I want. So how do I do that? I click the picture, I go to Format, Formats, Alignment, Image left or image right, depending on where you want it. So if I save this and come back to my preview of my portfolio, my home screen, I have a nice image with some text around it that can be a really nice introduction for my portfolio. Again, this is all completely optional, but as a stakeholder looking at your portfolio, I would be super impressed if you had some sort of introduction on this homepage. If you have questions or don't quite understand inserting the image in a text box, check the written directions or email me anytime.